Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone is booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the PO box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Okay, let's dive in. So the energy that I'm picking up on is somebody's like, I feel like they're not sure. They feel like they're not sure what to do. And this is like the kind of the vision that I've gotten, okay? Or this morning, like during meditation and stuff, was it was kind of gruesome the way that they showed this to me, but there used to be like a wound, like, and the way they showed it was like on your back, where somebody could throw what looked like an anchor and it would like attach to the wound, right? It was like literally like a part of the anchor would like come into your skin, but there was this open wound, right? Um, but the vision that they showed me actually is that that's now healed, and there is like somebody tried to throw the anchor again, and really it like hit you, right? But it didn't catch into you, and so you may be kind of feeling what they showed me was like imagine someone throwing something at you, right? And you kind of like stumble forward, like and then maybe like turn around, like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? Or like, who the, like that type of energy. But the energy that I'm picking up on today is the energy coming from the other side, the one throwing the anchor here. And it's like obviously it's not sticking, right? It just kind of hit you and right and came back. And so this person is feeling there's definitely an uncomfortable feeling. This person is certainly feeling uncomfortable. I'm getting this feeling of like kind of like not being sure about what to do with themselves. It felt like I was like energetically like trapped in a jar. I'll be honest with you, that's really what it felt like. You know what I mean? Like you, you know, I guess that's the best way that I could describe it, but yeah, there's a lot of like that type of energy. So I'm not sure what it is, why you need to know this, right? Because you've healed that wound that somebody used to hook into, right? And so I feel like you could be in an energy where you could have felt that kind of like that bump or that push energetically. Some of you didn't even turn around. Some of you were like, kind of like, what the fuck, right? But obviously not like, paying too much attention to it. Like, there's just something. So I'm not sure why you need to know about this. Um, Also, I saw the last couple days Schumann resonance is kind of off the chain. So if you're feeling a little heavier today, it could be that as well. You could definitely be integrating some of these new energies. But yeah, let's see what it is that you need to know about this. Why, um, why, right? Because honestly, we have no control over this person throwing whatever they're throwing. So it's really none of our business. So why the fuck are we talking about it? That's where I'm at. Okay? All right, let's see. All right, what does the collective need to know about this energy? Why is this showing up for them? Okay, we have self-love, so it'll be really good for you to like pour into to yourself at this time. I mean, all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're really committed to this self-love. Yeah. Okay, so we have self-love, we have commitment, we have entity attachment, abuse, travel, occupation, and false documents, false statements, false identity. Okay, let's get one more on all these, please. We have unexpected money here. Tell me what it's self-love for the collective. Okay. Commitment. Entity attachment. Abuse. Travel. Occupation. Somebody lied about some sort of money. We have surprise and then the Ice King here. Basically, I feel like with that anchor, right? Like it's like somebody was trying to control a situation, right? Maybe even trying to control you here, okay? Um, what was that? That was, yeah. And because of that, there's been some sort of entity that's attached to this person. That entity is what contains those, like that feeling that I was getting of like uncertainty on what to do, and like, it honestly, it felt like I just wanted to go back to bed, right? Or like I didn't want to do anything, or it was like that type of energy that it was like there's no um like that type of thing. Hi, buddy, you need to lay down, okay? You lay down for mama? You want to lay under here? Here you go. Um, I feel like this may tie into a masculine energy, whether you're feminine or masculine. Hold on. Okay. What's another surprise? Yeah, we have destruction because you're unbothered, right? Yeah, exactly. Somebody's going through some sort of like surprise destruction, okay? Um, because again, like this didn't hook into you. It just kind of like bumped you here, but I don't feel like any of this is really too much of your energy except for this self-love here. This feels like it was like somebody that was like trying to. It feels a little bit like somebody could have been trying to like take your destiny in some type of way. And we talk about this all the time. It's rather frustrating. I'd like to just get to the point of like why it is that you need to know this, right? Maybe just a confirmation because maybe you're kind of slightly feeling that energy, or maybe, what I mean? It's like that. But yeah, somebody is feeling very much, Maui, lay down, buddy. Okay? You're okay. You can't, no, you're not. Oh. Hi, so hi. Yes, you want to say hello to everyone? My little schnookies. I love you, buddy. Okay. Um, okay. So I'd like to, yeah, I'd like to figure out why it is that you need to know this. No, Maui, lay down. Hold on, guys. So, yeah, so we kind of know what's going on. Why does, oh, look, this soulmate card was under here in this wrong deck. Interesting. That might be very significant. With the Page of Wands underneath that, Two of Cups, there could be a soulmate that's watching you here, observing you. All right, what does the collective need to know about this freaking energy, right? Like, what do they need to know about it? Because I don't see that they're necessarily bothered. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. That's 10 Pentacles here. Um, with the Fool. Yeah, see, this Ace of Pentacles is like trying to get you to go. There was something that I feel like somebody wanted you to go down a certain path or make a certain decision. And it's almost like, see that like bear claw there, like with that pentacle. It's almost like, the pentacle is being placed there, but kind of it's still in that bear's hand of almost like, oh, but it's to get you to go down a certain path here. Okay. But Nine of Pentacles, I feel like I said, you've already healed from this. You've already broken free from this. So whatever this pentacle is over here, it's not tempting. You don't give a shit about that, right? You have nine of your own pentacles, and maybe you don't feel that abundant, but even if it's just like, the energy or in the spirit, right? You're free from something here. Yeah, Fool, new beginning. Yeah. Some of you need to know that like confirmation and a certain energy that you're picking up on someone, whether I feel like it's this Five of Cups, maybe Seven of Swords energy, confirmation you are correct. Okay, this person could be approaching you romantically or not. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I feel like you kind of back and forth maybe about creating boundaries with this person or protecting your energy from this person. And you're correct to do so. Okay. Um, or this has already happened, right? And this is the person that is trying to hold, like, throw that anchor or that hook. You know what I mean? Yeah, High Priestess kind of poking out here. Yeah, something that you are intuitively picking up on, you are correct. This message is to confirm that the way that you're viewing something or the way that you feel about something, like you are correct. And whatever this is, some of you, you definitely have somebody in your energy that is, I feel like in this Five of Cups, there's nothing wrong with being in this Five of Cups energy, okay? Um, but I get this feeling that they're like, kind of draining you, because they're not really pouring into themselves, and so you may really be pouring into this person and not receiving anything back. And that's okay sometimes, right? Like, but this is like, this person is expecting this. It feels a little codependent, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, there's a little, this person is growing to be codependent on your energy. Um, hmm. But with this Queen of Wands and this Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like I'm kind of getting this energy now, like they're taking me back to the vision of like, right after that anchor's kind of thrown and you were like push forward, right? And then you're kind of like, what the fuck, right? It's like honestly like you're literally like boarding something. Plane, train, bus, it feels like you're like leaving energetically, physically, something, especially with this travel here showing up. That's funny. Yeah, they're giving me this feeling that you're boarding something, you're going, and that's where this kind of like, this desperation may come from, or like this, this person is like you know, they know that you're boarding something, that you're going somewhere else, that you're energetically leaving. Okay. And so, yeah, they tried to, throw out their anchor or their hook one more time. But again, that wound that they used to attach to is healed at this point. And there's nothing that it can grab into anymore. Right. So, I guess the energy that, like, what you need to know is whoever this is, yeah, Nine of Swords coming out here. This person, they're kind of having a little bit of a freak out. Okay. Um, yeah, because there's been some sort of judgment here about you or someone else or something else. There's also something about a boss involved here. I don't know if it's your boss or somebody else's boss or, but yeah. There's an energy of this person knowing if you get on whatever this is, energetically, whatever it is, right? If you board this, they may never see you again. Okay, they may never. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords. This is heartbreaking for them. And there's like this third party energy. I'm not sure if there was like, I feel like somebody's coming to terms with their recognizing and realizing, that they had some sort of rose-colored glasses on here. Yeah, I'm kind of getting this energy of like if I knew now, or if I knew back then what I know now, right? Somebody would have made a different decision. And so whoever this is, they're just 1919 when I looked up. Um, yeah, the energy that they're in feels very uncomfortable. Like I'm like very uncomfortable, okay? Um, it was kind of like I felt like I didn't, I didn't really know what to do with myself. Um, like Yeah, just very, very uncomfortable energy here. Okay. And yeah, it was like I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't want to do anything, you know. And I felt like I was like, this person may have some sort of addictions or something like that because I felt like I was like there was some sort of like codependency or something that it felt like I needed something else to make me feel better or to make me feel complete. So this person may have some sort of codependencies here. They're very sneaky. There's a very sneaky energy here. Okay, this King of Swords. All right. Yeah, look. See? Tell me about this. Look, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. There's the Six of Swords, right? They're on a boat. Somebody boarded that boat here. Okay. But somebody, look, here's the Ten of Wands with the Ten of Swords, right? This is kind of essentially that person throwing that hook or that anchor towards you. Yeah. Um, but because you've closed out those cycles, you've ended that. We have this Page of Swords. That's you kind of turning around, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Holding up your sword, like, what the, you know what I mean? Like, that type of energy here. I'm telling you, okay? But yeah, if you're kind of like in that energy of kind of like, you kind of maybe like whipped back around, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like this person wants you to turn back around, right? So that you miss the boat, so you don't board, so that you know what I mean? You don't, yeah. Ace of Swords with the Seven of Swords, exactly. This person, it's like, um, if you don't board this, right, then this person can continue to take from you whatever it is. Yeah, Three of Swords. Yeah, but we have the Queen of Wands again. Came out here two times. That's feeling good about yourself, knowing who you are, feeling very confident, right? Yeah, with the Four of Wands underneath that. Hmm. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, so during that pause, they came through and said, so basically this message, I'm going to keep it pretty short and simple because I feel like it's to the point here. Basically, this message is, this person, you've healed something. This person is still trying to anchor into you to get you from boarding whatever this is. Like you're literally at the gate getting ready to board, right? Like you're getting ready to get on and go on this new adventure. And so, but if this person can get you to turn around, right? Well, then you'll miss it. Okay, is their thought process. My guess is, the divine will drag you on there anyways, and that you're going to be fine. But yeah, this person is feeling, there's a very much a like a discontent energy here, or there's just something about like somebody wanting to come through and distract you so that you miss something, so that you don't go for something, so that you, but this person is feeling very discontent. They're feeling very uncertain. They're feeling very like, you know, frantic in a way. But I also feel like, yeah, again, it's kind of like that energy of like being in a jar. You know what I mean? Just walking around in circles. And there's also this energy of like not accomplishing anything, right? Just, you know, repeating the same little cycles like over and over again. And chances are this person maybe wanted this for you or whatever. But yeah, this is just a heads up. You are about to board something, go on some sort of trip, start something new, whatever it is, okay? And there is somebody who is very discontent, very, I mean, again, that energy of being uncertain about what to do, I feel like that is, um, where they're at, right? I feel like this person's probably realizing they can't really keep you from getting on this, at least not forever, especially, the more that they get you to, if they feel as though they're accomplishing, getting you to miss this or whatever it is, right? The more that you stand there and you heal, though, so everything has purpose. It's all happening as it should be. There are no mistakes. But yeah, this is kind of what this person is experiencing. Yeah, again, I'm feeling a very frantic energy, a very nervous energy. Um, Because I feel like this person knows. There's a lot of regret here. It's like this person knows that, once you get on this ship or this boat or this plane or whatever it is, right? Um, you know, they don't have any control over you, or they don't have any power over you, or they may just never see you again, you know? And I think that's scary for this person, especially as they're realizing that maybe in the past they made a mistake when it came to you. But yeah, this is what's going on. So you may be picking up on this energy, right? And just letting you know, but ultimately the biggest message here is to let you know that you are like, standing at the like boarding gate of something and you're about to get on, right? I don't believe that if you're meant to get on at this time that you'll miss it at all. Um, but ultimately that there is going to be, some sort of jolt, right? Or something that may, you know, um, attempt to distract you, uh, from making your flight or making, getting on. Okay. So, and what's new? You know what I mean? What's new? But whoever this is for you, okay, they're not having a good time right now. Okay. They're kind of really freaking out. All right. So, and I don't mean to laugh at them because, the way I was feeling earlier, I really wouldn't wish that on anyone. It was like, golly, this is rough, But my guess is they possibly wish that onto you. So I don't know. But anyways, this is what's going on. I hope you're doing well and I love you so much. And if you need anything from me, that's in the description box below.